You're watching the Belfry Men's League. I'm Darryl McCoy, and you're watching the D&D Sports Network as we got, this is the game 4 of the day, or game 3 of the day. This is game 3 of the day. YTC versus West Virginia Express. West Virginia Express, one of them teams, had to play a couple games. Caden Porter with the steal. This right here may be a decent game. This YTC team, very headsy team. Browning off the mark. Porter brothers fighting down low. They've really battled today. Chris Ross with the bucket. Here comes Scotty Browning. Browning over to Porter. Porter continues his variety of threes as I think he had 4 in the first game. Now this YTC team, I'll get the roster here in just a moment as we get updated on them. Scotty Browning bringing the ball to the floor. Now, that's a nice matchup right there. It's the ghost of Logan Pass, Scotty Browning versus Matt Hatfield, who is their current point guard. Scotty Browning, their past point guard. Big time matchup there with them two. Been looking forward to that one. You know, obviously, I mean, it's a tall task, you know, for Hatfield. They're sitting back in that zone right now. YTC, it's a tall task for anybody to guard Scotty Browning. Porter follows the shot. Let's see, YTC, here we go. We got the YTC roster here now. Looks like we got Matt Hatfield, Garrett Brown. Let's see. I think that's number 5. Pretty sure. I'll have to remember the got his name last week, former Phelps player, and I trying to think of it too quick. It'll come to me here in a minute. As we got also number 4, Justin May. Justin May has had a really nice season so far in this men's league. And Justin May saves it. And that is Landon Smith, I think number 5 is. Nice job, Garrett Brown, knocking it down. Downtown Garrett Brown. And you got number 3 on the floor, Preston Smith as well. Also on the bench, you got number 8, Jake Klein. Number 6, Brody Dotson. Number 9, Dom Francis. And number 1, Jay Casey. So this is basically a mixture of Phelps and Mingo Central. Nice group. You know, that's a nice bench they got too. As you sit there and look at that bench, I mean, that's a team that could compete in this league in itself. Dom Francis, Jay Casey, Brody Dotson, and let's see, Jake Klein. I mean, you take them for and throw another one with it. They compete just as well as any team in this league. Jake Klein and Brody Dotson. Well, they're getting ready to platoon right now as YTC. Coming up, Garrett Brown. Had it poked away. Score is 8-6 right now. West Virginia Express on top. So that'll leave Garrett Brown out there. So it looks like maybe every 5 minutes they may be platooning. Garrett Brown. Nice leaner. Ooh, off the mark, Brody Dotson. Here comes Jackson Tackett. Jackson Tackett, and again, I'll for you folks wasn't watching in the previous game, Jackson Tackett, former state champion in West Virginia, won a state champion with Austin Ball, Coach Blevins, and the Man Hillbillies, and then he ended up going to Logan, finished out his high school career, and then played for Alice Lloyd. Spent the last 3.5 years in Pippa Passes, and now entered the transfer portal this year, and will be heading to West Virginia Tech to play his college ball next year. Browning. Oh, nice pass. Swings it Porter in the corner. Gets it down low to Tackett. Jackson Tackett doing work down in the block. Or down in the paint. As you see, Tackett comes away with it. They're going to say travel. Good call there by Justin McCoy. Justin McCoy's done a good job officiating today. Dom Francis, the Dominator is what they called him in Phelps. As Dom, really good football player. He was a heck of a basketball player and ended up quitting his senior season. As Brody Dotson hitting him with the crossover. Nice job by Dotson. A little scoop and score. Now, Jackson Tackett swings over to Browning. Browning thought about it. Browning has Jay Casey. Jay Casey's the one kid probably athletic enough to stay with. Definitely in his prime he was, but Jay Casey, you see him with the rebound there, kicks out to Jake Klein. Jake Klein getting up the floor, and he's going to get hit. So Klein will go to the line. Try to shoot a couple here. Jake Klein, former Mingo Central Miner. And it'll roll in, makes it 15-12. YTC on top. Will West Virginia Express drop a game here? Or, and I still say a lot of basketball to be played. It's going to be hard for anybody to beat. Scotty Browning, nice job. Nice touch pass down to Jackson Tackett. Makes it 15-14. Dom Francis. Ooh. And Garrett Brown comes up with it. Garrett Brown driving left. Good defense by Porter. Brown gets around him, gets blocked by Ross. As I'm sitting here, Aiden Burke. I don't know Aiden Burke's been in the game yet. He was, Aiden Burke was one of the stars for West Virginia Express in the first game. Jake Klein, pull up, free throw line, that's a shot. Good job by Klein. Nets that one. Timeout, Hatfield going to give Garrett Brown a break. And if you guys don't know, Matt Hatfield, Garrett Brown are brothers. Ask everybody, hit that like and share button. Get the numbers up for these boys. Guys, you're watching the Belfry Men's League. As Matt Hatfield with the steal, Aiden Burke. Used to be former teammates, Hatfield and Burke did, long time ago. Or no, I don't think they ever was. I think Hatfield left the year that Burke came to Mingo. As you sit there and look, you got the YTC and West Virginia Express knotted up 17-all right now. Brody Dotson getting smothered by Scotty Browning. Gets over to Matt Hatfield. Matt Hatfield swings it. Jake Klein, nice give and go action. Brody Dotson with the bucket. Again, the pride of Burnwell Beach. Brody Dotson. Chris Ross swings it back over to Porter. Porter. And just like that, West Virginia Express takes the lead, 20-19. Here comes Dom Francis back the other way. Dom Francis, he's going to stop, pop, and in and out. Ooh, stepped on the line there, Brody Dotson. And Jay Casey going to go to the line. Again, Jay Casey. Very athletic. The kid had a really nice career in a Phelps Hornet uniform. The comes from Matt Casey family. His daughter, or his not daughter, his sister Amelia Casey had a nice career there with Coach Justin McCoy, who's officiating this game. So a little 6 degrees separation. Also, Ancy Casey. Longtime athletics director of Pike County there. Used to be head over officials. That is his grandfather. So a little history on there. Jackson Tackett. Count it. Jackson Tackett says, and one. Jackson Tackett, one of my favorite players. If you ever watch him play pickup, I mean, every game he plays means something to him, and I love that about him. You know, like, he's not out there competing for nothing, you know. If he's playing tic-tac-toe, he's going to compete just as much as it's a state title game. I mean, he's just that competitive. Nice job by Tackett. Here comes Preston Smith. Smith picked up by Browning. 3-quarter court. And Browning all over him here. Got to get some help there. Gets Matt Hatfield, gets him out of trouble. Hatfield guarded by Ross. Nice job. Hatfield got to take advantage of that. And he does. Nice job. Yeah, that's a tough task for Ross. Yeah, and I'll say it. You know, Matt Hatfield, he's a he's a kid that if he wanted to play college ball, he'd be playing college ball. Shot up, no good. Justin May grabs the rebound. Kicks over to Hatfield. Hatfield. Back over to Jay Casey. Jay Casey. They're called blocking foul. That's Coach Justin McCoy officiating, and we have switched officials on the other side. That is one Cam Works officiating. Matt Hatfield fires the three. Hatfield coming alive here in the last couple minutes. 5 quick points, back-to-back buckets for the Logan Wildcat. Browning, that's the matchup, Browning and Hatfield. Burke off the mark. Hatfield snags the rebound. Ooh, Hatfield, heat check. He's off the mark. Landon Smith grabs the rebound, couldn't put it. Nice. It's a nice matchup, Landon Smith and Jackson Tackett. Jackson Tackett, coast to coast. Cuts it to a 1-point ball game, 26-25. YTC on top. Jay Casey matched up with Aiden Burke, calling for the screen. Nice screen by Landon Smith. Or Landon Dotson. Sorry about that. The Landon Dotson, former Phelps Hornet. Landon Dotson, dual sport athlete, was a stud in both sports. Landon was a kid that had, he had the opportunity to play next level basketball if he would have really focused on things. But I think he put his efforts toward football. But I think he may have ended up. He did. He signed to play college football somewhere. I can't remember where. Maybe UPike. But if he wanted to focus on basketball, I think he could have very well been, could have played somewhere, small school, in basketball as well. Preston Smith. Matt Hatfield. He's got May. Justin May's been kind of quiet here. They got to get him going. He's too big of a part of this offense. Nice job by Matt Hatfield. Matt Hatfield putting on a show here. He's going for that Week 3 MVP. Trying to make a run at it right now. Trying to think. I guess Scotty Browning's probably had the best game so far in their first outing today. He put on a show. And I don't know, McCaden Maynard had a really good game last game too. So we'll have to look at the stats there. So again, guys, let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for in the comment section below. As looks like it's going to rain, sun coming out a little bit here on Pond Creek. Football players starting to hit spring training. You're starting to see a lot of these teams. Baseball winding down. And always 365 days a year, we got basketball here on D&D Sports Network, whether it's summer leagues, AAU, season ball. I mean, it don't matter. We'll have the OPB Swish games coming up soon. There's May, Justin May, all day. You give him that shot. Former Mingo Central Miner, Browning to tack it off the mark. Dotson grabs the offside rebound, kicks over to Hatfield. Hatfield back over to Garrett Brown. Garrett Brown to the corner. Justin May, he's going to fire it. May left that one short. Ball's going to stay with Express. Nice job. Burke off the mark. Tackett grabs the rebound. They're going to stay. It's going to stay with Express. Guys, let us know. Let's play a little game here. I'm going to tell you a school, and you tell me the name that that pops in your mind whenever I say that school. We'll start. Let's start with Mingo Central. When you think Mingo Central, what name? It don't matter what sport or whatever. What name pops up in your head when you see a Mingo Central Miner uniform or logo? Or I'll tell you what, you can do it any sport, or prefer you stick with basketball, but you can do it any sport. Ooh, nice take there by Browning. Mingo Central. I'm going to tell you, Janice Roden watching from New Boston, Ohio. Janice Roden, I know she's going to look to watch her grandson. He plays next at 4 o'clock. But Mingo Central, I mean, when I think Mingo Central, I think Jeremy Dillon. That's definitely the name. Basketball, I mean, maybe still Jeremy Dillon. Jeremy Dillon's the answer. Let us know. I'll give you a little bit to think of that. Mingo Central off the mark. Klein, strong rebound. Hatfield. Good job Browning getting a block. Scotty Browning coming away with it. And so Mingo Central, I'm going to say Jeremy Dillon. Logan Wildcats. Now, a lot of you old-timers will probably say different name than me in that one. But I think you got to go, to me, one of 3 ways. I think you either go Noah Cottrell, Stevie Browning, David Early, or the or actually, I think see the Logan logo. I mean, probably Willie Akers is what you think of. Let us know, Logan Wildcats. Who do you think of when you see the Logan Wildcat logo? Nice job. Ooh, tack it. Back iron, no good. Right now, West Virginia Express, could get upset here. Right now, they got it hanging on to a 1-point lead, but this YTC team, man, they're just headsy. They don't make many mistakes. I mean, they're a team that's going to be in every game they play just because of the way they play. Very high IQ team. So Mingo Central and Logan, who do you guys think of when you see them two logos? Here you go, Matt Hatfield. Nice job, nice handles. Kicks out Garrett Brown. Garrett Brown for 3. Off the mark. Landon Dotson, 3 seconds to go. Dotson, fadeaway, sinks it at the buzzer. The big fella from Phelps, Kentucky, hitting the fadeaway, and that will take us into half. And he ties it up 33-all at the break as YTC right now trying to upset the West Virginia Express. We'll step away for just a moment. Be right back. More action live on the T&D Sports Network. Welcome back here, Belfry Men's League here on Pond Creek as we got Game 3, Week 3 here at the Belfry Men's League. I'm Darryl McCoy. You're watching the Mountain's #1 leader in sporting news, the D&D Sports Network. As we're sitting here, go to the Jim Mars Service comment section. Clark McCoy says, pulling for my grandsons, Garrett Brown, Matt Hatfield, and cousin Brody Dotson. Hunter Maynard says, Parker Watch playing. Is Parker Watch? I think he's saying Parker Watts. No, Parker is not playing tonight. He doesn't play in this league. Jeannie and Danny Francis says, go Landon. And Whitey Little says he's tuning in. So, guys, hit that like and share button. Up next, you're going to have the Mountain Men versus City Cuts. If City Cuts is full strength, then it might be a game. If not, I don't know. I worry about them. But as we're getting ready to start the second half here, we have a 33-33 tie, as you can see on the Glenn Martin Hammond scoreboard, right hand of your screen. I'm Darryl McCoy, and this is another broadcast on the D&D Sports Network. Justin May, pull-up jumper, no good. So is we look 3-ball, and I tell you, Blake Porter has had himself a day. Both games, he's been knocking them down like it's nobody's business from three-point land. There's Hatfield. Hatfield drives, pull up, back iron, no good. Whitey Little says, Darryl, you think Jeremy Dillon? Think of Jeremy Dillon at Mingo. I agree, Whitey, 100%. That's who I think. I think Logan, I'm going to go with David Early, Noah Cottrell, or Stevie Browning. Willie Akers may be the answer. Let's go Chapmanville. I think there's one name and one name alone. I think that's Obina. Tug Valley. Let us know who you guys think when you see these logos. Tug Valley, Greg Davis, all day long, and I don't think there's even close to another answer. Definitely in my book there isn't. Let's know what you guys think. Also, guys, want to thank Hatfield's Funeral Home, Moore's Chrysler, Southside Buildings and Carports, Punk's Tires. I think our good friends. Now you see Coach McCoy down here talking to Matt Hatfield. Guys, Coach McCoy was once Matt Hatfield's coach on the D&D Mountain Elite team, so them two know each other quite well. Coach McCoy coached our D&D Mountain Elite team. A lot of his players on them teams is playing here today. Also, let's see. So Tulsa Rebels. I honestly don't know the answer to the Tulsa Rebels. I mean, obviously, in the D&D sports area, it's Parker Watts, even though he didn't finish it out there. You also had Cody Jude. Was a nice player when we first started. Let's jump over to Lawrence County. Lawrence County, I think you definitely have to go football, but if you was going basketball, I think it's Timmy Buckets, Timmy Dalton. Let us know what you folks think. Paintsville logo. I mean, you could go with Belfry, but I think J.R. Van Hoos. When you think of Paintsville, I think J.R. Van Hoos is the answer, or Cash Daniel if you're gonna go football. But J.R. Van Hoos definitely. Mr. Basketball, won state title, went there multiple years. Definitely J.R. Van Hoos is the name when you see that logo. Johnson Central. I don't know. J.J. Jude, and Jim Matney, I guess football is definitely where you would where your mind would automatically go. If it was in basketball, it was Shane. I think Shane's last name there. The Martin County. That's a tough one. You know, Harley Hammond. You know, maybe one of the older Step brothers. Because, you know, Irvin Step went there. Phelps is definitely Irvin Step, not even close. But, you know, you could go with the Step brothers. Nice job, Jackson Tackett. Swings over to Browning. You know, Belfry uniform. That's one definitely interesting. You know, who would you think when you see the Belfry logo? You know, I go J.J. Hilton. You know, it's J.J. Hilton or David Jones is the answer there. You know, definitely Philip Haywood's in that when you see that logo. Them are probably the three names that pop to, you know, everybody that's in everybody's head first. Oh, nice job, Hatfield, taking it right at Porter. He's going to go to the line. He wanted to finish. Now, Pikeville. That's a tough one. When you see the Pikeville Panthers, who do you think of? Pikeville Panthers. That's a tough one. Let us know what you think. Nice job, Browning. Hit him with a little okey doke. Swings over to Porter. Blake Porter says he can do more than shoot three balls. Yeah, Whitey Little says Matney, Jim Matney is Johnson Central. I agree with you. I think J.J. Jude. Nice job, Dom Francis taking it right at Jackson Tackett. Not backing down the big fella. Jeremy Dillon in the house. So City Cuts does have Jeremy Dillon in the house. So it's going to be interesting to see how that one goes. Here comes Jackson Tackett. Jackson Tackett on the break. Also, corner pocket three. No good, Jay Casey. Ripping it down. Now coming back the other direction. There's Brody Dotson. Oh, way off the mark on that one. Jeremy Dillon at Mingo, Whitey Little says. Whitey, I'm with you on all of them. I think you're 100% spot on. Floyd Central, I mean, they've not been at school long. Brady Kahn probably is who I think of. Nice job by Jackson Tackett. The Prestonsburg. I'd say you probably go football, but back in the old days, Ortega. I think before it's said and done, if he stays at Prestonsburg, Braxton Keithley would probably be your answer. Let's see. Betsy Lane. Junior Newsom is the name that you think of when you think Betsy Lane. Elkhorn City. Hef Conley, Randy McCoy. Probably the names two most, Eastridge. I don't really know the answer to Eastridge. I know Cam Justice played there, but not long enough to identify him with Eastridge. Shelby Valley, I mean, it's one name and one name only. Elijah Justice. Well, yeah, because Todd May was Virgie Day, so yeah. Nice job, Jackson Tackett with the putback. 46-41, West Virginia Express with the lead here. Dom Francis bringing the ball up the floor. Dom, he's going to fire the three. He leaves it way short there. It's a Pikeville, Barry Crum. Well, we're talking Clark, talking high school. Barry went to Belfry. Let's see. Whitey Little says Rick Kessner. Ooh, that's definitely one you could definitely put up there, Whitey. I would still go J.J. Hilton, David Jones, or Philip Haywood, but Rick Kessner is definitely one that needs to be in that conversation. And then did we leave any out? We said we done Phelps, Pike Central. Pike Central, I'm gonna go Brad Lowe. I think maybe 20 years from now you might be able to say Jaden Stewart. Browning at the line. 9:36 to go here in the second half. Browning hits the second, makes it a 48-41 lead. Darryl McCoy, and you're watching the Mountains' #1 leader in sporting news, the D&D Sports Network coverage of the Belfry Men's League. Well, I think Hatfield Funeral Home, Moore's Chrysler, Justin May off the mark. Preston Smith grabs the offside rebound, gets it to Hatfield. Hatfield's jump shot, man, is so smooth. He gets up so high on his jump shot. Pretty jump shot. Reminds me of a kid that played at Belfry back in the late 90s, Brian Hatfield. Now, I think we pretty much got all the teams in the 15th. There goes Matt Hatfield in West Virginia. Still got Man. I don't know about Man. Let us know, Man. Who would you say? Ooh, nice job blocked by Matt Hatfield. Tell you what, this YTC team not backing down from Express. McGoffin County. Listen. Hayden Barnett. Trying to think if nice job by Preston Smith netting the three ball. Trying to think if there's any team that would have a girl. Pikeville. Listen, before it's, you take 15, 20 years from now, it's Trinity Rowe. Will she be one of the answers? Let us know, Pikeville fans, what you think. Here comes Caden Porter. Turnover. YTC just not being not playing smart there. See Jackson Estridge down here. Jackson Estridge. And Jeremy Dillon. Got Josh Reed. Rakim Gray. Keyshawn Rhodes. All of them going to be in action up next with the City Cuts team as they'll play the Mountain Men. That should be a nice matchup. I think that's who you'll have matched up, Matt Maynard and Jeremy Dillon. And there's a timeout on the floor, as they call it a timeout. 6:58 to go. It's a one-point ball game. West Virginia Express leading 50-49. Let's continue our conversation here. So if any of you guys got any different, let us know. Pikeville Panthers. Who would you put in that slot at Pikeville? Yeah. Then still no answer with the Man Hillbillies. Yeah, I know Orlando, Washington, the Big O from Buffalo, maybe on a short list. You know, I tell you, the best football player I've ever covered him, or that I've ever played with in my life, hands down, the best football player goes to. As we sit here, let's see. There's Susie and Miss Markey and Mally. Markey Maynard, she's the better half, Brent Perry's fiance. But I don't know if they're engaged or not. I said that with confidence. I don't know that. But Preston Smith gets it up to Landon Dotson. Landon Dotson taking it right at Jackson Tackett. Dotson's got to finish that. He's too good not to finish that shot. There's Scotty Browning, pull up, transition three, no good. Browning follows the shot. You gotta watch him, he'll go right back up with that jump ball. Browning over to Tackett. He's got Porter in the corner. You gotta watch Porter, man. Blake Porter. Between both games, he's probably got 8 threes. Jackson Tackett says he'll get his three the old-fashioned way. He'll go to the line for a 3 Guys Pizza and Brew 3-point play opportunity. Again, we got baseball all week this week. I think we got Logan and Chapmanville. West Virginia will be finishing up their season this week. I think we'll have Chapmanville Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I think Logan's on Thursday, Friday home games. Justin May all day from the corner. Browning. Caden Porter off the mark. Here comes Landon Dotson. Matt Hatfield gives it to Preston Smith for 3. No good. Landon Dotson right there. Good job by Porter breaking that up. David Early in the house, I think. Yes, it is. How about that? David Early will be playing pro ball overseas. He's going to be suiting it up for the City Cuts team. City Cuts. Dom Francis for 3. This in here, guys. This has been one heck of a slobber knocker. Got a barn burner brewing, 55-54. Brody Dotson. Yeah, it's been a good ball game. 3:30 to go here. Listen, call a friend, call a neighbor. Matt Hatfield, nice job by Hatfield. Goes up on the opposite side. Can't convert. Here comes Browning. Swings over Jackson Tackett. Off the mark. You sit here again. It'll be interesting to see this City Cuts team. Looks like they'll be about 99%. I don't think Stevie Browning will be here, but you'll have Jeremy Dillon, David Early. So should be a good ball game with them and the Mountain Men. again, Jackson Tackett gets the ball down low. Nice job. Turn around, baby hook, no good. Here comes Garrett Brown on the push. Garrett Brown. Porter up to Browning. There's Preston Smith jumping in. It's over to Dom Francis. Dom Francis, good ball movement. Matt Hatfield, slingshot! Hatfield knocking down a Hatfield Funeral Home three-pointer there. Again, Hatfield Funeral Home, been in business over 50 years, located in Tulare, Kentucky. Hit them up for all your funeral needs. Jay Casey jumping in there, tying it up. Game getting physical. 1 minute to go. We're knotted up, 57 all. Clock not stopping. I thought the final minute, I thought the clock stopped in the final minute, or final 2 minutes. Ooh, Dom Francis getting physical. Down low, throwing some bows. That's what I like. They don't call it a men's league for nothing. They don't call it the little boys league. It's a men's league. Jay Casey loses over to Francis. Francis for three. He's off the mark. Jay Casey fighting for it, but Aiden Burke comes up with the rebound. Timeout. As we're going to see West Virginia Express call the timeout, and I gotta think they're calling Scotty Browning's number unless they're going to try to get a one-on-one situation. Jackson Tackett going to the rim, but Scotty Browning's probably the answer. Give it Scotty Browning. Put Porter, the Porter boys on the outside. We'll see here how it goes down. Jackson Tackett. Jackson Tackett, he probably will be a future coach. He's got that kind of head on his shoulders. But this one here, guys, look at the score, 57 all, 41 seconds to go. It's going to come down to these final 41. Who wins this ball game? As clock's running. So it looks like West Virginia Express may hold it for the last shot. Let's see, no shot clock here. Ooh, that was over and back. Yeah, Coach McCoy was looking ahead, wasn't looking, but Browning stepped in the backcourt there. Uh-oh, there you go. Jay Casey comes up with it. Here comes Jay Casey. They get the steal. Browning gets the block, and we got overtime. Overtime action here. As one heck of a game here. Jackson Tackett goes down. Ooh, they cannot afford to lose him. Again, Jackson Tackett will be playing at West Virginia Tech. We'll see. He takes his shoe off. Hopefully he'll be okay. Now the one he's got a shoe off ain't the one he's trying to work out. So we'll see here. I think his shoe come off. I don't know if his shoe come off during the play or not. They're going to try to carry him. Man, it's going to be tough. It'll be tough to win without him. You hate to see this. Jackson Tackett going off. Really hate to see that. The kid is so competitive. You know he wants to play this overtime period. Good sportsmanship there. 1, 2, 3, 4. They still got 5, so they're going to play here shorthanded without Jackson Tackett. this overtime period. They're going to play 3-minute overtime. Again, neither team wants to lose this ball game. Again, next game is going to be exciting too. City Cuts, Mountain Men. Nobody right now. Nobody's putting their money on the Mountain Men to lose. But again, the one team that you could see having a good shot is if nice job by Browning is if City Cuts come in 100%, and they're close to it. Still no Stevie Browning, but again, they got Jeremy Dillon, David Early, Jackson Estridge, Ron Kim Gray, Josh Reed, Carson Taylor. Let's see if any more. I don't know if Keyshawn, I don't see him here. Jarius Jackson, ain't seen him. Jay Casey. Swings it over Hatfield. Or no, that's Smith. Preston Smith in the corner. Used to Hatfield wearing that number 3. Back to Preston Smith. Covered Hatfield many years. Back to his Mingo Central days. Finished it off at Logan. Coached the young man with our D&D Mountain Elite squad. Ooh, they're going to call a foul, I think. Yes, they do. It's going to send Dom Francis to the line. Scotty Browning not agreeing with it. That's what I was going to say, Belfry. Kathy Spinks, definitely needs to be in that conversation. Went to play at the University of Tennessee. I was going to bring that up, Whitey. Dom Francis at the line. 58-57. He needs this free throws. They're down 1 right now. Big free throw. And he misses it. But YTC made a mistake there, in my opinion. Didn't put any rebounders up. I mean, I know this is a transition team, but you don't have Jackson Tackett, so I don't know. I don't know I would have done that. You know, if I was them, you know, I'd put rebounders up there, especially. I mean, you got the size advantage over this team, especially without Jackson Tackett. Put some rebounders up there, try to get a putback. Now, sitting here, guys, if you're just tuning in, Darryl McCoy, you're watching the D&D Sports Network coverage of the Belfry Men's League. Hands it off to Hatfield. Hatfield getting downhill. It's a 3-point ball game. Hatfield breaking loose. And right there, Landon Dotson not ready for it. You know, I think you know, if it was me, I'd have had Brody Dotson, Jay Casey too, finishing out the ball game. They finished the regulation out well. Browning nets that one, makes it a 4-point ball game. So 2-possession ball game here. And guys, up next, City Cuts versus Mountain Men. And back the other way. There comes Hatfield, swings over to Dom Francis. Dom Francis, the dominator. Off the mark. They're going to say it's off Browning. 11 seconds to go. They're fighting to the end. They are not laying down here. You know, now you got to get Garrett Brown the ball here if it was me. No, they get it to Hatfield. Count it! Matt Hatfield's going to go to the line for a chance at a old-fashioned Three Guys Pizza and Brew three-point play opportunity. You know, right here, does he miss it on purpose? Or do you make it and foul? He makes it. So there's a timeout, YTC. And as you look, see City Cuts. Love it. They're repping the D&D Mountain Elite uniform. There's Mr. David Early, Rakim Gray, Josh Reed, owner and operator of City Cuts. Gotta say, they do a good job. That's where I get my haircut. There's Carson Taylor, Jackson Estridge. It'll be an exciting game again, guys. Today, the final, I think, 2 games we may not have here. We do apologize. There is a banquet that we got to go to, so we do apologize. Ooh, Chris Ross. They fouled Chris Ross. Oh, they're saying intentional. So let's go here. Let's see. Let's see how they finish this thing off. Scotty Browning wanted an intentional there. Nice job breaking free. And he's so hard, man, to track down. Telling you, the kid is so good, man. And you're going to have Scotty Browning. I mean, either way, YTC is going to have a shot. You know, Garrett Brown is definitely want him in this ball game. He's got the clutch gene. You know, Justin May, Garrett Brown, you definitely want them in there. Scotty Browning makes that one. 8.4 to go. You know, and I still, you know, I still keep Brody Dotson in there. You know, Brody Dotson, he can knock down that 3-ball too with consistency. I'd have the young guy in there. There you go. Let's see. Timeout. West Virginia Express called a timeout. I don't know. I'd do that. I don't know if I'd give them time to figure out a strategy, as Coach Brian Hatfield's going to talk to his troops here. You know, they got 8.4 to go to tie this thing. So, getting here, Belfry Men's League, delivering barn burners. Guys, you're missing out. Remember, everybody come down and look at the fans. Where else do you see a men's league where this many fans pack out the gym? You know, Brent Perry has done this thing right. Got things moving in the right direction. Let's see here, Garrett Brown. Here, 8.4 to go. And, ooh, heads up play. Scotty Browning fouls Preston Smith. I don't understand. It says they're in the bonus. If they're in the bonus, then I don't understand why he ain't shooting. There, Hatfield. Oh, on a 3, he gets fouled. And he got fouled. That was definitely in the act of shooting. That was in the act of shooting. Heads up play by Hatfield. 3 shots. I was going to say, he did get, if they didn't give that to him, something would be wrong. So this right here, maybe the biggest shots of Hatfield's career here. He needs 3 free throws here. Misses 1, it's over. He sinks that one. He's got 2 more. Can Matt Hatfield do it? Man, what a ball game. Hatfield, oh, and he misses it. So right here, if you're this one, you know, I'm probably subbing, bringing Brody Dotson in, trying to get the tip. He's got to touch the rim. Yeah, I don't know. I think YTC handled that down the stretch, handled it wrong. Porter, Hatfield, off the mark. What a ball game you guys got to watch. YTC, West Virginia Express, gets out of here with the 63-61 victory. We'll be right back. More action here live on the D&D Sports Network, and you don't want to miss this next one.